president. We'll get in line and get a picture made, and then please feel free to go back and fellowship and eat. John Sellers was on the itinerary to come, but there was an accepted communication, and John is in South Korea, so he did not want to come home today. But feel free to fellowship, and after we do the picture, if you have anything that you want to share about your time in Junior Waverley, please, we're going to open the floor up, and you may speak about it and tell us about your adventures in Junior Waverley. But again, at this time, if you are a past president, and I have the notebook, I would like for us to get in order, and we'll get a picture made, and then we'll just go back to eating and fellowshipping. But again, thank you all, and our next 100 years starts today. You want us in order? About the kitchen, can y'all sweep
everybody in this room. Okay. Okay, heads up. Nancy, quit talking. Come on, look at the camera. Smile at the camera. Make the camera your friend.
We're supposed to be friends?
Always. I hope so.
I can take this
Everybody's looking different directions. Maybe. Look this way, everybody. There we go. Hopefully it's good. That's great. Thank you.
I'm good, yeah.
You guys did so great. I'm so proud of you. Oh my gosh.
Everybody gets a piece of cake.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, now I have a,
good job.
Did you go and give the arrangement away?
Yes, it goes on the table. Just not the budget.
What's happening?
Judy Gilbert, do you remember what year you were?
I know I got in '66, and I represented Junior Waverley and Dial as president of the forum.
Okay. Well, we have a small subject. You may just leave these up here for you.
What?
You may just leave these up here for you.
For me?
They're going home with you because you're the oldest first one.
No, I'm 86. You're 87.
Not an age. Okay, we've got
I think I was 28.
Okay, well, congratulations, front row sitters. You've earned flowers also. So congratulations, you may take centerpieces home with you. So Judy is yours.
And there's three small ones.
And there's 3 small ones at the front tables.
Okay.
While we're over here, does anyone want to share your story? You can change the names to protect the innocent. All right, Miss Bailey's going to share hers.
Miss Bailey, the hardest thing that happened in New Ladies Village. Well, I know everybody was disappointed when we chose to sell the woman's building, and I was president when we were doing that. Well, I knew that my church was interested in buying it, and they did. But I tried very hard to walk that fine line between saying, oh, we're going to get to buy it, and oh, we're going to get to sell it. But that's the most memorable thing of the 2000 2001. I've been saying 1929 and it wasn't.
Well, the 66th forum year that I chaired for both Dial and Junior Waverley, John had been born in September. Well, I was there for the first meeting in October, and I made sure that I had an outfit that had a jacket that would come on, because I nursed that child until he was 4 or 5 months old. And so, but one day I was a little late. Some of the older ladies that were in the meeting just started laughing. The baby was a little, didn't nurse very well today. Is that right? And I said, yes, that's correct. But here I'd have a hat on, jacket off, skirt on, heels on, nursing.
That's right, we wore heels.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but one thing, Bonnie Neal and I initiated the idea of wearing dress suits, pantsuits.
Oh.
We were the first ones to do that. And Bonnie and I did it together so that no one liberated. We were daring.
Well, I didn't care.
I have no memory of it at all. I have lived too many years since then. But, you know, it was a good year, I'm sure. Enjoyed it, but I've lived a long time since then.
Just to remember that when it was your turn to be president, you had to be president. And this lady right here got in before I did, but she didn't want to be president. And I told a little fib and said, I got in before Linda. I took her place thinking that she wouldn't have to do it. Guess what? Next year she was president.
I didn't have a choice. I just remember about all the clubs, building all the beautiful floats, and sponsoring a candidate in a dairy festival. That's my big thing still with the dairy festival, and oh my word, the floats, and covered the windows so nobody could see our floats. I mean, nobody knew our floats till we got open, till that day of the parade, and it was so much fun. I
Who
enjoyed it.
here has a daughter that was a Junior Waverley candidate for Dairy Festival?
I was.
Oh, okay.
I didn't do very well when I float. That's beautiful. We had my uncle during, it was the palm trees, and my uncle had to come along the side with a pole and hold up the electric wires as we went down the road. So I got a little ambitious with our palm
He
trees.
did more than one.
I think Karen was. I think my daughter was while I was in Junior Waverley, because like my other daughter was a candidate when I was in Dial. So Karen must have been, Karen must have been a candidate when I was in Junior Waverley.
Judy was from Dallas and Dallas.
Callie was when we first got here. I didn't know that the floats were so enormous. When they told us we had to do a float, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, no, it has to be giant.
About all I could say is that all of my wonderful experience in organizations just rolled together. And I know I was underneath a globe that was the world. And when I got out from working on the bottom of it, I was drunk as all get out. I was so dizzy from it. But and I can't really, I know I was president twice in one of the clubs, but I'm not sure which one. Isn't that awful? But, oh well. Life in organizations were wonderful. Enjoyed that camaraderie of being with other young women. And, you know, I wasn't at home with the kids. It was Charles's turn. Yes, you did yours.
Although I will say that I could run a business meeting after 30 years in commissioner court meeting better than any president ever. That's the only thing I did.
Let's start back around and do this.
I've had the privilege and honor of serving as president this past year. It's been a really good experience. And it's great for me to come back. And I was just sitting here thinking of all these ladies right here that have had an impact on my life. They all have. But a lot of them in my education career, like Judy Gilrick was on the school board. Patsy Johnson was on the state school board. Am I correct on that? And she and Clay and I go all the way back to the Methodist Church. And there used to be a big tree house out back. We go to recess. That's all I'll say about that. But yeah, we go way back. And then Miss Barton, Miss Moore, was in the high school when I was there. And I started saying Miss Berry. Mrs. Cromer was teaching second grade when I was in the first grade, and that was just like 10 years ago. Mrs. Bailey taught English. Laura Tier was my mentor, was one of my teachers in high school, and then I got to work with her, and then we've gone full circle because for the past 4 years, I've got to serve as the teacher and advisor for her granddaughter. But it's just a wonderful way, as I said in my podcast, we all need to plug in somewhere and give back because we talk about leaving a legacy, and if we don't plug in and leave a legacy today, what's tomorrow going to be? So it's very important to do a continuation and just to plug in somewhere in the community and give back to help others.
I ran the worst business. I was a reluctant president, to say the least. But like Debbie, I grew up in this community, and a lot of you, we're following in your footsteps, and y'all left a mighty legacy, and I hope we're keeping it. We're trying, we're pedaling as fast as we can to keep up with y'all. Some of you, Kay raced me down the street, she made my Barbie clothes, but the books of the Bible are not in red, Kay. You know that? So anyway, it's an inside joke. But it was a great privilege, and thank y'all for coming today, and thanks for leaving us a great club.
Well, as I was telling us a while ago, when we moved here close to 20 years ago, I hardly knew anyone because we moved here. We didn't really know anybody, and so this club is where I met so many people. And so many people are still so dear to me that I see occasionally, like now, that I haven't seen in a while, and they're just lifelong friends now. So it's been a great tool for meeting people too.
Well, I did not prepare any remarks. I didn't realize I was going to talk. But Junior Waverley was a great experience for me, and then I had to get out, and now I'm back. So obviously it's a great experience for me to come back, and I too enjoyed meeting so many people and getting to know other ladies, know them a little bit better from other times. So it was a great honor.
I don't remember what year I was president. I don't remember anything here. The COVID year. At any rate, it was a great experience. Enjoyed it very much. Connecting and reconnecting with new and old friends.
Well, I feel connected and reconnected like you and Lisa. I was born and reared in Sulphur Springs, Hopkins County, and then left for about 30 years. And when I came back, this Junior Waverley was invited to join, and it was a connection for me and a way to get involved in the community and to get connected with other ways to give back and form friendships with old friends and new ones. And it's a great experience.
I don't have to top that. Well, I am not a Hopkins County native, but I got here as quick as I could. I have served as president twice, and I don't remember the years either, but it's always been a joy. My best friends are in this club. I mean, you know, it's now they're either in there now or they were, and it's just been a lifesaver for me to have people that I know I can count on.
Well, when I walked in, I realized what Junior Waverley meant to me because I saw all the faces that I used to love to party with. Junior Waverley just has great parties. And so the fellowship was a real blessing to me. So it's my favorite thing.
Well, Junior Waverley was a very fun club to be in. I don't remember what I was being president in, but Dr. Horn brought me, invited me to join, and of course we all miss her. And so it's a great group, great group.
I agree that it is a great group. And I'm so excited to see all of you here today. And it's been a long time since I have been president, but it's great to see each one of you.
And I was thinking just a few minutes ago that one of the most fun things that we done while I was in the club and still in was we decorated the tree at the library every year for so many years.
That was really fun.
We bought the tree with some of the funds from the women's building, as I recall. We bought that gigantic
still get catalogs from that company.
We bought this gigantic tree and we bought ornaments, and then each year we added to the ornaments and we went up there and decorated it together, and it was a really good fellowship to be together and to decorate and to have fun. And as Patsy said, we've had some really good parties, and one I remember that was on the committee with Patsy is when we did the murder mystery.
Oh, yeah, I remember that
That was
party.
one of the most fun ones.
Oh, Judy Gillis's house, right?
Yes,
Yeah. Wrong party.
Anyway, it's been great fun. It's been great fun. It was fun.
Well, ladies, give yourselves a hand. Thank you for coming out and joining us and bringing us in to join you. We really appreciate it, and we're so blessed to have all of you here today, as well as going forward and continuing with our fellowship and our friendship. And we so look forward to continuing to do that. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all for putting it together.
Hello, I am Debbie Stinson Stribling, and I am proud to be serving this year as Junior Waverley President. This year, today, we have just completed celebrating our 100th year anniversary. And as I told the ladies that were here today, our next 100 years starts today. And we want to work today to live a legacy for tomorrow here in Hopkins County and Sulphur Springs.